Okay, hey guys. So today I thought I would talk about one of the most important parts of applying to medical school, and that is the work experience and volunteering side of things. So, one of the key aspects to your personal statement and your application is going to be the work experience you've done and the volunteering, which is also important. But most importantly, it's going to be what you got from it. You don't need weeks and weeks and weeks of work experience. You need a certain amount, but you don't need weeks and weeks. It's really, they're going to ask you, okay, what did you learn from that experience? And you really need to know. So, if we're talking about, if you've got work experience planned or you're thinking about doing some, there's some things you can do to prepare. So, what I would do and what I've done is you want to if you can, if you know who you're going to be shadowing or following around or whatever, who you're going to be with in the hospital or GP or whatever, um, think of some questions that you'd like to ask them. Possibly research, if you know some of the illnesses that you might see, research the causes and symptoms. And that's going to be really beneficial because it shows the person you're shadowing that you're really interested in. You'll probably get more out of the experience if you know a little bit about what you're looking at. So yeah, have some questions, and obviously when you're there, pay attention and stuff. And I mean, if you're there and you're getting bored, it's probably a good sign that you don't, maybe medicine's not right for you. So in that sense, going work experience is really great because it's going to show you whether you actually like it or not, and whether you can handle it. If you go there and you see a little bit of blood and you cannot handle it at all, maybe it's, I don't love blood, but I can, it's not too bad. If you're like fainting all over the place, I don't know. You might get used to it, so it's hard to tell. But so I'll tell you a bit about what work experience I've done first of all, and what I'm going to be doing, and then what most people do. So I have not done very much at the moment. I couldn't do it last summer which was really annoying because I had whooping cough, and which basically lasted the whole summer, so I couldn't do anything. Um, but I have was lucky enough to get a couple days in a hospital, local hospital, which was really great, shadowing a doctor, a consultant. And I also had a day at a GP surgery, which was cool. And next week I'm really lucky. I've got some friends in Chicago who have offered to let me shadow them, their doctors. And so I'm going to do that for a week. And yeah, and then I'll hopefully do some more over the summer. So, that should be adequate. But what they basically want is a few weeks of good work experience and that you can talk about it well and things. But they also, which I didn't know, are really interested in volunteering. And because it shows a lot of commitment, which they like. So, in terms of volunteering, I volunteer at a nursery once a week, and which is really nice because it's not hard work, and it's hard work, but they're little kids. They're really cute, and it's just fun, and I love babies, so it's cool. And I'm also going to be volunteering soon at a mental health hospital, which should be really great, and I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, they like volunteering. So if you can, work experience is super hard to get. They know that it's really hard to get placements anywhere, especially if you don't have contacts. Like I was lucky enough to have the American contacts, but the hospital one was pure chance, and it's hard to get them. But they understand that, so that's why it's okay if you don't have loads, but you need to be able to talk about what you do have. But volunteering is not that hard. It's, you can pretty much go for any place. There are loads of places that need help. And you should just look around your local community and see. And I'm sure there'll be somewhere that'll take you. I mean, it doesn't have to be medical based. It can be like I volunteered in a a shop for a while, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be huge amounts either. I do the nursery for a couple of hours, well, 3 hours once a week. It's not too bad. It's all working towards your application, which is the main goal. So yeah, that seems to be most of it covered. Yeah, so I can't think of anything else to say about work experience. Just that it can be really stressful, I know, to organize it. And don't worry too much about how much you have. They understand that it's hard to get places where because there's issues with confidentiality, and some GPs don't want you, and some hospitals only accept you through certain schools, and it's hard. Um, so just make sure that any work experience that you do get, you are able to talk about it, what you did and what you saw and what you learned from it, um, really, really well. So you have to be able to reflect, because without a doubt, they're going to ask you about this topic, because on your personal statement, your work experience / volunteering takes up a huge chunk. And well, for some applications, I've heard others that it only takes a little bit, but for a lot of them, it's going to take up a huge chunk. And then in your interviews, that's what they're going to probably talk about a little bit. So you have to be able to reflect on those experiences, and hopefully they should be fun. You should learn. You can learn a lot. I definitely loved my time at the GP surgery and the hospital. It was brilliant, and I'm really excited next week for the one in Chicago. Should be really cool. So yeah, if you have any questions at all about work experience and what's good or not, and volunteering or anything at all, feel free to ask or comment or whatever, and I'll answer you as best I can. And if you have any suggestions about other videos you want me to put up, do ask away. Yeah, that should be all. I probably won't be able to put up a video next week because I'm in Chicago, and I'll be really busy. But yeah, I'll put one up as soon as I can. Alright, cool. See ya.